Claire here, and I'm really excited because I get to talk about something that, even I faced in the beginning. When I first started drinking Shakeology, I was like, wow, this stuff's kind of expensive. And like when I started first getting into like being healthy, I'm like, dang, being healthy is like really expensive. Food is just like pricey, but there's also some things that are just not as pricey. There's other proteins that are like, you can go to Walmart and get a tub of protein for like 15, 20 bucks, which isn't so bad. But then as I started to really get educated about, I started getting really souped about getting educated about what I was putting into my body and how it was affecting me and my energy levels and how healthy it was really getting. And I started really digging deeper. I love this Shakeology stuff. It helped me with my digestion right away. My energy levels were going through the roof. And there were just so many other benefits. And it was only 130 calories. And like all this awesome stuff was in there. And like I had looked at ingredient lists and stuff like that. But I really want to give you a new framework on how to look at stuff. So you might already be like acclimated to looking at ingredient lists and looking at the nutritional values of stuff. But I want you to think about taking it a step further. And I really want you to I want you to dive in and investigate the process that this product is put through as well. And I want you to also look up the company that you're buying from. And what you're going to start to discover and what you're going to start to realize is that things are priced based off of their quality. Yes, it's true, there are some things that are just priced high just because. But when you start to really rethink about something like Shakeology, I know a lot of people who really do want to drink Shakeology, but they can't get over the mental block that it's too expensive. So I really want to help you get through that and how I got through it and like some ways that I've learned to get through it and to help other people just get over that mental block. Getting a bill for $130, by the way, I can get you a discount if you want. Getting a bill for $130 once a month is really like, 30 servings though. So $130 for 30 servings. It gets you about $4 a serving. So now think about what you can get in a month for 130 bucks. When you think about it that it's for a month, it's not so bad, right? A month, okay. There are other things that I spend more money on. Okay. And then you go to about $4 a day. So what else, what other kind of equivalent things can you get for $4 a day? Well, you can't get anything equivalent, I can tell you that much. But for $4 a day, you might be able to get a Happy Meal. I don't even think you can get a full meal from McDonald's for $4. I really don't. I think they're like $8. You go out there and then, it actually puts you in a nutritional deficit. A lot of the food that people go and they buy for convenience actually puts them in a nutritional deficit. And then if you do and you go and you get a very dense, nutritious meal, it's, Shakeology is still up here and the meal is going to be down here, but it's still better than, McDonald's below. But that meal is going to be like $10, $15. It's going to be so expensive, believe me. I know, I do it all the time. Or I've done it, I used to do it all the time. And so you really just have to understand the denseness of the nutrition and the quality behind the company that's making it. I have a lot of people come to me and they say, oh, I found this thing at such and such place. It's just like Shakeology. And I'm like, I'm always open. I'm always like, there's always that little part of me that's like, there's no way. There's no way that another company will go to the ends of the earth to find ingredients to a certain quality there's no way that another company is going to wait an entire year to give people what they want to go and find a vanilla bean that matches the quality that they want. Like, Shakeology could be cheaper. And I was just listening to a podcast from Darren who made Shakeology, who was one of the biggest founders, and he traveled thousands and thousands of miles all over the world to find the different ingredients that go inside of Shakeology. And he was talking about how Shakeology could be a lot cheaper, but in order for that to happen, they would have to put different types of chemicals. They'd have to kind of like settle on the quality a little bit. They'd have to lower their standards, and that's not what Beachbody's about. So if you're looking for something really, really dense, really, really high in quality and high in nutrition, that you really just can't get anywhere else. And really think about getting Shakeology. Go and investigate it. Go and dig deep into the different products of it. I also want to talk about something else that Darren had talked about in this podcast. It was really amazing. I'll include the link to the podcast here below so that you can also see it too, or listen to it. It was really awesome. And he talked about how you look at other products and it says like protein, for instance. There's different proteins, carbs, sugars, all the different stuff, right? So let's just talk about protein, for instance. The protein in Shakeology is derived from a bunch of different types of protein. It's not just one type of protein or isolate. It's not just whey protein. They use different isolate proteins. They use plant proteins. They use pea proteins. They use top proteins that they find from all over the world, from these different types of elements that are natural in the world and that are very dense in nutrition. I don't really get any sort of products from the United States, actually, which is very interesting. And he also, the biggest thing is that he helped me reframe the way that I thought about not just shakes or not just health shakes, but any type of food. So say, for instance, you were going to go buy a car, right? You were going to go buy a car and it's going to be a lot of money. You already know it's going to be a lot of money. But you can go get a $10,000 car. You can go get a $2,000 car. You can go get a $500 car. You can go get a $50,000 car. There's a huge price range for the type of car that you can get. But when you go and you investigate to buy a car, what are some things that you always should think about? Some of us kind of skip over it, but what are the things that you really should be thinking about? Well, I definitely want to know where the heck it's coming from. I want to know the type of mileage it has. So like, what kind of process has it been through? Like, what kind of life has it been through? Where is it coming from? And you also kind of want to know, like, the history of it. You want to know the history of it. And you'd love to know if it was just kind of like sitting in water for 5 years. So these are things that you investigate when you invest in something, right? Investigate when you invest in something. So not just your shakes, but every single thing that you're literally putting into your body. The thing that is giving you life. The thing that is making you breathe. Investigate what you're putting into your body. Investigate where it's coming from. What are the processes that it goes through? Who is it coming from? What's the company like? What's the company's standard? If you buy a car and you have, I know some families, they go to the same exact person, same exact dealer, same dealership all the time because they can trust that person. Find companies that you can trust with your whole heart and I know that they stand behind quality. I know that they're going to take care of me. Yes, it might be a little bit more expensive, but I'm okay with paying for him to go, Darren O'Neill, to go to the uttermost ends of the world to find me the best product so that I could put it in my body. I'll pay for the R&D. I'll pay for all of the people that test for the best. I'll pay for that because this is my body. This is my temple. This is something that I need to take care of. If I want to do my mission on earth, it's not even just about energy. It's not even just about feeling good. It's about living. It's about having life inside of you. It's about giving your body constant life and vitality and vibrance. It's about being able to live. If you don't take care of your body, you're going to die. Everyone's going to die anyway. But we can avoid all this sickness. And here's the other thing. Yeah, Shakeology might be expensive. You might be thinking that Shakeology is expensive, but guess what? That health bill when you get diabetes because you haven't been taking care of your body, that's going to be expensive. Insulin that you have to get all the time, that's going to be expensive. The health insurance that you're going to need to have because your body is just breaking down and it doesn't know how to heal itself, that's expensive. I'm going to stop now. I am almost at about 10 minutes. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you gained some sort of knowledge and got a little bit more excited about the opportunity behind Shakeology and how the price really isn't as bad as it initially seems. Dig deep into it. Ask me questions. Comment below with some questions. I am more than happy to answer them. I will stand by this product. Hands down. Hands down. I've even investigated myself. I was a little questioning about some things like xanthan gum or something. It's just a binding agent to make it creamy and to allow things that aren't naturally supposed to be together to come together. All right, so I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Hey, if you just grew your confidence by gaining more confidence, be sure to share the love by sharing this video. Also subscribe so you don't miss another thing. And of course, leave a comment below so that we can chit chat.